Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. Today's video we got the new dungeon, event dungeon. It's not new, I mean it's a rotating dungeon. It's not here all the time, but when it's here it's the best dungeon in the game because it gives you the set pinpoint, which is a set that you do need, not just the live arena, everywhere else, because it's one of the best accuracy chests in the entire game. It gives you like lots of good stats. Just like an upgraded version of perception, and like perception you have to forge to get like these good stats. But here you can literally farm it, and more importantly, it's like also you get accessories. So we will take a look at first dungeon. Event dungeon, stage 20 and stage 24. So is there anything you need to be aware of about this dungeon? First, we're going to read the boss's kit, and then we will move into the boss and then explain something, and we will do a dungeon 20 and a dungeon 30 teams. So the boss is Night Rev. Why do we keep getting Night Rev? We have 4 rows of freaking Night Rev legendaries. So what you need to know the most about the boss is like the passive of the boss. Remember how Odin used to get block damage? Well, with this boss, every 10 buffs you put, so like Siphi put 2 buffs as an example on 5. If Siphi uses her A2, the boss will get a new turn. Will like literally cut in. Like if you have something like, as an example, Marius, and you use Marius A3, and you put 10 buffs, the boss will get like cut in between Marius, even though it's a grant an extra turn, not like after. So that's how like the game is coded. It's like, okay, if Marius put his A2, the boss will, sorry, A3, the boss will cut in. So this is the most important thing you need to know. You need to have as least the least amount of buffs as possible. So like last time people used to use stuff like booster meter, stuff like this. Well, with this one right now, it's recommended to not have as many buffs as possible because of this. The boss has an annoying A2 where like remove, it's a strip, and then he put death brand debuff, which is basically if you have that debuff on you and someone kill you, you will be block revived. Okay, you can't revive you, only the champion, not on you. Okay. And then place True Fear, which is an annoying. Fill this champion's turn meter by 5 for each removed by this skill. And if you have 10 buffs, again, that's literally 50% turn meter. So the main thing about this boss is that this boss gets so many turns. And then we have an ally attack with increased attack, and if someone is killed, he's gonna decrease this one by 2 turns. It's a 4 turn, so it's going to become 2, and that is kind of depressing. So now let's go and talk about the boss, because bosses gets a new passive. So just because this boss has this passive doesn't mean the champion has it. So let's just go to stage 20, and the team we have right here is something that something that people have. So you might not have the awakening, but you should be able to outspeed. This is like as a legendary team if you need a legendary team. So we will just go and explain why 20. So what you're gonna do is ally attack, and you can see I had 10 buffs. So because I had 10 buffs, the boss was able to cut in and strip and use a 2. Why there is no True Fear? Because I have Ancora, and Ancora takes the CC ability from the highest crit damage champion on the team. It's not like it was resisted or something. So now, as an example, use A2. Like, look at this. I'm gonna cleanse, so I put a shield, and you can see that the boss gained so much turn meter. So it's like this. Okay, that was fast. What if you don't have these champions? You literally don't need. What you need to do in stage 20, you just need to have your champions fast enough. As an example, you can use something like Xena, and Xena has a cool passive, which is similar to the boss's passive, where if there is 8 buffs, she gets a new turn. Okay, increases champion attack every time active effect. Fill the turn meter by 100%. And place 50% increase attack with the champ for 1 turn whenever there is 8 buffs. So if there is 8 buffs, Xena gets an extra turn. It's similar to the boss's passive. Now, can we do this with an Epics team? I mean, you can do that. Like I'm using Mikage and I'm using Thor. I think if you have Thor, you should be using Thor in this dungeon here. Like in stage 20, Thor is like the best champion here because he has so many AUEs, like his A1, his A2, his A3, and his passive also does AUE. CC champions are cool. So to explain the bosses annoying thing. I built this team, and for this team, this is a fusion. You don't need this, okay? You don't need it. You just need an HP burn champion. As for me, you can even use an enemy max HP. I did not use an enemy max HP champion because I was like, maybe people complain about this. So if you don't have Vulcanus, you could literally use any enemy max HP champion. But if you bring Vulcanus, you have to use Carnage with him. And Carnage does play a crucial role in this team, where like he will keep counter-attacking and debuff spread. Alatreon is kind of a must. If you don't have Alatreon, you have to build your cleanse and protection because you need those debuffs to be protected. The MVP on this team is actually Armans and Noelle. Lady Noelle is so amazing because she has a freeze. If you don't have Lady Noelle, there are two champions that are better. The Oghren freeze champion, that's number one. Number two is Odin. Odin is the best at doing this job. But what Lady Noelle here is, she's a reviver and she does heal and has increased speed. So how does this team work? Basically, Vulcanus has a passive where like when there is a buff, when someone buffs, he will put HP burn. So if you have an HP burn champion, you can literally just use an HP burn. So we're going to use Armans. So we're going to Armans the boss, you know. And you can see we have the freeze. We have, now we cleansed and the boss tried to strip. The boss could not strip. And you can see that Carnage spreaded the HP burn on everyone, on the minions. And you can see that this boss doesn't do that much damage with the minions, even though there was increased attack here. And the main thing was, as you can see, because we keep freezing with Noelle. My Noelle is so fast. So the faster your Noelle and Armans is, the better. They are so fast and they need to be so fast as well. And you can see Armans just keep everyone CC'd. We need the cleanse here we need the cleanse right now. I don't have my Alatreon booked or fully mastered, so I will show you, because before you start complaining about running a champion that you don't have, he's literally not even built. Like, I just literally put on him a bolster gear. Having a bolster gear is extremely nice, because that will make sure that you will tank, your champions will be able to tank your champions will be able to tank the ally attack. So having your leader tanky in bolster is so good. So try to have, because the ally attack will always go to the leader. Every ally attack champion in the entire game will always target the leader with the ally attack ability. So you need to make sure that your leader is tanky, or in stone skin, or in protected buffs, and has a shield, just to make sure that they won't die. So some stuff you need to be aware of, okay? This is the boss's kit, 1, 2, 3, and the passive. Those are like the passives that bosses get. As an example, this one, boss is immune to all CC abilities, okay? That doesn't mean this champion is immune, right? This is not the one that I want to talk about. The next one, decrease the damage from enemy, decrease damage from skill that scales based on enemy max HP cannot exceed 10%. This is because it's a boss. All bosses take 10% only from enemy max HP at max. And now this is boss is immune to decrease the speed. This is also because it's a boss, and they wanted the boss to be immune to decrease the speed. Just because it's a boss doesn't mean it's increased speed. But the most important thing you need to be aware of is the last passive, okay? Decrease the damage inflicted by the boss, the damage that the boss does, okay? From each awakening level on the target champion. As an example, if you have 1 to 2 star awakening, your damage will take 2.5% damage less from the boss, and 5% for level to 3 to 6. So if your champion is 6-star awakening, by default, that champion will take 25% less damage. Increase the damage received by the boss for each awakening level on the attacking champion. And if your champion is 6-star awakening, they will do up to 50% more damage. So that's why I always say this: use your highest awakening champions against the boss. So Lady Noelle, it's a fusion. We had a 5-star event, so if you get the 5-star, she's insane. Carnage, he's a champion you get for free by doing Centranos, and I do believe that most people who were doing Centranos casually should have him now, or will get him this month. After that, you'll be able to get the soul just by doing Centranos. Armans, fusion. We also get a 5-star Armans event. If you don't have Armanz, any CC champion can do the work, but Armanz is the best in class at doing that work. Now what do? Just auto. And yeah, you can see, took 4 minutes. That's because I that's because, what did I do? Yeah, because we paused it. So as an example, I'm just gonna target the sheep here just to make it faster. As you can see, Lady Noelle is so insane. I am actually happy that I have Lady Noelle. I think I took the decision of not skipping her like literally last second. I was like about to skip the champ. I'm like, what's she gonna do? She doesn't have a block debuff. Why would I go for it? And now, if you pair her with Armanz will stun, and if the stun didn't land, you have another chance to land another CC, which is freeze. And I'm just doing damage passively just by having Mr. Vulcanus. And there is an argument to be made about making my Alatreon much faster. He's at 260 or 270 to be honest, and that's just extremely slow, so I will just give him more speed. We will show the builds after. I made a guide about my Lady Noelle. I think it's the previous video or 2 videos before this one, and I do recommend go and watching her the video, because she's just insane. She's a beast. And if you would like to build your champion, go check that video, because I showed her even in live arena gold 4 where like I was able to beat Krakens with her. She does have like some very cool kit, to be honest. And now I have a Siphi, by the way. I could literally use Siphi or Duchess, and I chose not to run both because Lady Noelle is just better here. She is a CC, reviver, heal, increase the speed, block, debuffs, and neither Siphi or Duchess do that. And in this boss, you don't need to have that many buffs. So the only buffs that I'm trying to keep here is literally the block, debuff, and the shield, and increase the speed from Lady Noelle. And yeah, you can see Mr. Vulcanus did so much damage. 1, 2, and yeah, let's just go and show these teams. So my Lady Noelle. Oh wait, this is not even maxed out. Please give me defense %. Don't give me flat attack. Give me defense %. Damn it! This one can be upgraded. This one can be upgraded. And see, you can like my gear is not fully maxed out. This is my Armanz, Vulcanus. Yeah, Alatreon. He's literally at 278 speed. And his masteries aren't even finished. I could get 1 master just to be able to do some a bit more damage. Extend the duration. I could also go for this one actually, so I can extend the duration of the buffs, and he does output so many buffs. So again, if you don't have him, any cleanser champion, you could literally use Elva and in protection set, and Elva and protection set is also good. Any cleanse champion in protection set is good. If you don't have him, you could literally run to Hanorach. She passively heal and she passively cleanse as well. I think this champion is good. I have my Thor in Merciless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Please, if you have a question, leave in the comment section below. Don't be rude in the comments. I'm trying to make a guide to help you out, not to get you to rage on me. I did nothing wrong. This is I'm literally an end game account. So when I say this is a budget team, to me that's very budget. If that's not budget for you, that's not my fault. But if you ask nicely, I can always, try to help you out. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching. If you have any question, leave in the comment section below and I will be happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.